Hello everyone, Frederick here and welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you guys the installation of this GT500 spoiler on my 2013 Ford Mustang. I got the spoiler off of eBay, and if you guys are interested, I'll make sure to put the link on the description below. Unfortunately, the spoiler came unpainted, so I went and got it painted over at AmeriPro's Auto Body in LA. Now, if we flip it over, we will be able to see the adhesive strips and the 4 bolt holes that will enable us to mount the spoiler on the trunk. This is where we're going to be drilling the 4 holes because the V6 models did not come with a stock spoiler. And this is what it's going to look like after we've installed it. I went for the gloss black paint to give it a two-toned look rather than color matching with the paint. These are all the tools that we're going to need to install the spoiler on our car. We're going to need trim panel removal tool, a center punch, a Phillips head screwdriver, socket extension, 10mm deep socket, a ratchet. We're also going to need a good set of metal drill bits, and to use that with our drill driver. And we also need to use the impact gun, and we're going to need some microfiber towel with isopropyl alcohol to clean the surface. And we see our 4 bolts there and our tape to secure the template. So let's go ahead and pop our trunk, and we're going to be able to see the trunk liner. Next, we're going to need to remove this push pin that holds the trunk liner in place with our trim removal tool, just like that. Here's a closer look of how a push pin works. The cap has to go inside the groove, and that's how it locks it in place. We're going to have to pull the cap first to be able to remove the push pin all the way out. We're going to have to remove all the push pins that are holding the trunk liner in place and the rubber grommets for us to be able to remove the trunk liner so we can have access on the 4 holes behind it. Now, let's go ahead and carefully remove the trunk liner and put it to the side. We also need to remove the rubber grommets on each side with a flathead screwdriver, just like that. And another one on this side. Good. Make sure you guys put the push pins and grommets in a secure place just like this, so you won't misplace it anywhere. The spoiler that I got came with this template, and it shows where exactly we're going to be drilling the 4 holes on the trunk. It shows here that we're going to be drilling the 4 holes for the 10mm bolts, and we will also need tape to secure the template on the trunk. And lastly, we need to cut the edge for the template to fit exactly on the trunk. Now, I'm cleaning the surface with a microfiber towel and isopropyl alcohol to remove all the dirt, so that the adhesive will stick properly on the paint. I am now using tape to secure the template on the trunk, so when we start drilling, it's not going to go anywhere. We also have to make sure that the template matches the drill holes in the trunk. As you can see, I put 2 pieces of painter's tape underneath the template from where we're going to be drilling the holes. But before we start drilling, we need to use a center punch to mark the holes for our drill bit. Make sure to use the proper size drill bit when drilling through metal, and you can also add some oil to the drill bit for lubrication so you won't make the same mistake right here. And yes, I cried after that. But all I can do now is move on and continue drilling until I finish the hole, because that's what life is all about. There we go. Now, I'm using a larger size drill bit so that the 10mm bolts will be able to fit through the holes. Safely remove the template and the painter's tape from the trunk. It is also good to wipe the dust off your trunk using a microfiber towel. We're gonna need to remove the adhesive backing strips from the spoiler so we can go ahead and mount the spoiler on the car. Line up the bolt holes that correspond with the holes that we drilled from the trunk. Don't apply too much pressure on the spoiler until the holes line up perfectly. Use the bolts that came in with the spoiler and bolt it in place with a 10mm deep socket and a ratchet. Make sure that it's snug and do the same thing for the other 3 holes. Unfortunately, the camera died, so I wasn't able to record screwing in the last bolt. Apply a good amount of pressure on the spoiler so that we know that it won't fly off when we start driving. Wipe the spoiler down one last time with a microfiber towel and alcohol to make sure that it's clean. And there we go, we're all done. This is the finished product and I really like the look of it. The gloss black really complements the gray paint of the car. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like and I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to my channel. And if you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will see you guys in the next video.